Guys, so this is actually part two of my Crew 2 stream for tonight. I don't know why, but the game actually just had a full crash. I was going through the live summit. I had like two things left to do, and then that was going to be it. I had only been live for about half an hour, so I decided, all right, we're just going to do a part two. So yeah, I don't know what it was. I started the next thing for the live summit, and then the whole game just crashed. Like my whole screen went blank, and then it said there was an error and everything, and it was not good. So Isaiah is here. Welcome to the stream, Isaiah. This is basically a part two because my part one crashed. So I'll change the title later, and I'll put like part one of two on that one. And yeah, this is part two. So we're just going to be continuing with the live summit, and then we're going to have some extra time because I'd only been live for like half an hour. So we'll probably check out maybe the endurance version of the new New York race for the US Speed Tour cities. I think we should check that out. But first, we got to finish the summit, so let's get back into it. I'll do the hashtag again on Discord to notify that part two is now started. So hopefully the bot will announce that. We'll hop back into the summit here. Hashtag uploads and streams. Part two. I'll hop on stream here as well. So yeah, it looks like it saved everything that I did except for these two. So we were just about to start buoy smashing, and then the stream crashed. So we now have a chance to do that, and then we'll do the escape. And hopefully it is going to work out here. Isaiah says, man, I hate that I always come on the racing streams. You don't like racing games, Isaiah? Yeah, I do stream 3 racing games a week. I find you're usually here for all the Crew 2 and Need for Speed Unbound streams. But I guess it's just like a coincidence if you don't like racing games. That's just when you show up. I have a lot of people that watch my channel just regardless of what I'm playing. Siege is obviously the most popular. Most people want to play Siege with me, or they just really like watching Siege. Same thing with Need for Speed Heat. Need for Speed Heat is popular for people wanting to play with me and stuff. Most other games, like it's very actually rare for people to come on my stream and want to join me, like on a weeknight or whatever. But there's a few people that watch me just, just for my channel or whatever. They don't. It doesn't matter what game I'm playing. Not at all. So you have no interest for racing games, but you're still here for the racing game streams. I appreciate your dedication then, Isaiah. Anyways, we're doing buoy smashing here, so hopping in the boat. Hopefully this time it does not crash my game. That would be splendid. Forgot how fast this boat is. Turn around here, pull a Yui. These small buoys have a lot more points actually. The small groups of them. That's where the good points are at. Oh, come on. This car is really big and hard to turn around, but it's really fast. It's probably better for racing rather than buoy smashing. Oh crap, I'm out of time. Got one more there. Boat on the road. Alright, over double the requirement there. Still only 36,000, so yeah, buoy smashing, I don't know. Maybe I need to use like a smaller boat when I do this. Because this big one is pretty hard to turn around so much. Last but not least is escape. It looks like it's road escape too, which means I'm going to want my F1 car. and we're gonna take off. Take off and disappear. What is it gonna put me in here? Oh, awesome. It knows I use the F1 car for this. That's splendid. Oh crap. Oh no. Gonna need to redo this one. We need to we need to restart it. Don't crash. Ah, it's tough with all the civilian cars. There we go, we got to this nice straight road. This is where you're supposed to take off. Big turn. Hopefully I'm still going in a good direction. It's hard to tell, really. Oh my god, no. Come on, I'm stuck. The zone is starting to catch up pretty quickly. Stay on the goddamn road. Alright. 4,476. 51,000 points. I'll take it. We're definitely going to be in silver here. Because I got some pretty good points tonight. Yeah, so it's 315,000 to get into silver. I got 386,000. So it's highly unlikely that in less than 24 hours I will, drop down to bronze again. Like a lot of people would have to be getting into silver for the requirement to go up. But still super far from gold, and then platinum is probably way higher as well. Alright, well, that's it for the live summit. So, between this part 2 stream and my last one, it's not a lot of gameplay here. I haven't been streaming that long, so I was thinking we would check out the new race that they've done so far for the new season and episode, which is the US Speed Tour Cities New York, which it says that I haven't done, even though we did do it in the summit. When they do these kind of races in the summits, they don't actually count as actually completing it. So we're going to go do this now normally, and then we'll do the endurance version, which is going to be a little bit longer. Not too long or anything, but the world record is 8 minutes, which means it's going to take probably over 10. This will probably take around 3 minutes, maybe 4, because the world record is 2:48. So let's go for it. Before we do as well, actually, I'm going to change my touring car. I love the Zonda, but I don't know if it's my best touring car. Plus, I just used it in part 1 in the live summit. So let's take the parts off of this. Swap them to something else. We could do the FXXK, the Saleen S7R, the M6 GT3, the Kawasaki Ninja H2, McLaren 12C GT3, BMW M Performance M4 Racing, Forsberg Racing, Nissan GTR Nismo GT3, KTM Expo GT4, or the Audi RS3 LMS. Let's go with the Saleen. I remember this car being pretty good, and they gave this one out for free or something, or it was like really cheap to buy. It was like 1cc or $10 or something like that. So let's go with this. There we go. Parts have been switched. I now have my Saleen S7R from 2000. Let's go with it. Alright, activities, New York. Here we go. Marco Ortega, welcome to the stream. Not sure what you're saying in chat there. If I remember correctly, you couldn't speak English or you had trouble speaking it. Something like that. Oh god. Rough start to this one. Need to get used to the touring racing again. We'll see if this is better or not than the Zonda. I don't remember what time I got in this Honda, but I remember how good it was at handling. This isn't as good. Could still be faster, but it's not as good as handling. I'm not as good at handling. Still decent. All touring cars should be. They need to be. Especially for races like this. The trailer for this new episode made it very clear how difficult the races were supposed to be for this. Cause they're like it's like a big like track race in the middle of a city, so there's some really, really tight 90-degree turns here, which kind of kill your car. Okay, the bots are way behind. This is pretty fast. This might actually be faster than my Zonda. Definitely doesn't handle as well because I keep ramming straight into the wall. But I think it is faster because the bots are kind of way behind. Unless they made them harder for the summit. They possibly made the bots a lot faster for the summit. Maybe it was on a harder difficulty or something. I don't know. I don't really know how they decide on that stuff. But the bots were definitely keeping up, so... They were probably in like maxed out touring cars. For this one, maybe they were a little bit lower, at least at this difficulty. Alright, we're almost done here. So for the endurance version of this, I'm not really sure what it's like. I'm gonna guess it's the same thing but more laps. This is 3 laps. I'm basically gonna do like 3 minutes 40 seconds, so about a minute slower than the world record. World record for the other one was 8 minutes. So that's possibly 8 laps, maybe even 9 laps or 10 laps, I don't know. Could be a lot more. But there's a pretty good payout for it. You get like 45 grand or whatever. And yeah, I think 45 grand is usually how much you make off of like street races from the summits and stuff, which, you know, the rewards are kind of upped for that. Oh, my stock is full, so can't fit in any of those. That's fine, I already got this thing maxed out. Hopefully all golds as well. Marco says, means the milkman arrived. Do you like F1? In real life, F1 doesn't really like interest me. I'm not really into like, you know, like actual racing and stuff, but In this game, I certainly like my F1 car. It's pretty fast. It's great when I'm able to use it for like street racing or whatever. Okay, anyways, we're gonna try the endurance version of this race. I'm going to switch cars again, because the Saline isn't the best at handling, so hopefully I have something that's gonna be a little bit better. Besides the Zonda, because I want to kind of switch it up and try out some other cars, so let's switch it up again. I'll go with the, should we go with the bike? We could go with the bike, the Kawasaki. I didn't want to buy a Kawasaki for the live summit. There was a race that required it. I think it was for a street race. So this one wouldn't count because this is a touring bike. But stock, this is 243 out of 320. Like this is it's pretty good. So yeah, let's go with this. Swap my parts onto the bike. Kawasaki Ninja H2. Oh no, my Zonda doesn't have the parts. Whoops. It's a part exchange failed there, so that's because that's stock. These should all be stock. So I'm assuming these are all stock, and these are all how fast these cars are supposed to be stock. Yeah, we're taking the parts from this one, put them on the bike. There we go, 320 on the Ninja H2. And we'll see how this goes for the endurance version of this race. Hopefully well. It's a pretty crazy bike. This thing is meant for some extreme racing. Yeah, it's pretty fast, and hopefully the handling will be good on this. It's going to be different than the car. Ooh, I don't know. Let me take this for a little spin just to test it, because I don't know if it's actually going to be better or not. The way this bike handles, it would be great on the track, but for street racing like this, on the city streets, I don't know. For the really sharp turns, I can't see this bike really being good at all. It's so fast. But yeah, for the turns, I just can't see it. Oh. Missed the ramp. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna switch it again. I don't think the bike is gonna be what we need here for the race. Also, looks like Zenep Galaxy joined my my in-game crew. He is literally one icon level ahead of me. I don't remember who Zenep Galaxy is, but if I'm able to invite him to the race, then I will. Or I should just invite him anyways if he's in the crew. Also, it's really funny how I'm icon 1211 and he's icon 1212. That's a little bit crazy. Alright, let's go with the M6 GT3. This kind of caught my eye, because the M6 is faster than the McLaren and the GTR and everything. A regular M6 would kind of get smoked by like supercars and stuff. But you know, this is special. It's the M6 GT3, so let's go with this. Also, I need to swap the parts onto it as well. I forgot about that. It's a little bit of a hassle, always swapping the parts and stuff, but it's hard to get, you know, like multiple really good parts. And this game just allows you to easily swap them between cars, so that's what I do. Take him off the bike, put him in the BMW. There we go. Now we're gonna go do this endurance race. Hopefully it goes well. New York Endurance. Let's see. I don't know if it's gonna let me do this race online or not. If it does, it should send an invite out to Zenep Galaxy. Yep, invitation sent to crew. And Zenep Galaxy's on stream. So I don't remember who you are, Zenep Galaxy. I recognize your name, but I just don't remember like the last time we played or anything. You'd have to like let me know. Maybe after the race, because we're about to get started. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's been a while since we played. Here we go. These cars are getting in my way. M6 is on a roll. Alright, it's not too bad. It's around the same as the Saline, I'd say, in terms of handling. Xenup is in the Corvette. Looks like a C8. And one of these bots is driving the C8R, but to get the C8R, you have to have the premium motor pass. Xenup could be on a C8R, I don't know. Come on, catch up M6. Can't be getting beat by bots here. As far as I know, this is the same track as before. It's just going to be a lot longer, I guess. More laps. Probably 9 laps. I'd be tripling it. Alright, the bots are kind of long gone now. I lost Xenup Galaxy. It looks like he's not that far ahead of me, actually, but still a considerable amount. He'd have to, like, crash really bad or something for me to be able to catch up. Jeez, you gotta hit the brakes so hard there. You gotta hit them so early as well. Feels like I'm taking off speed, but you gotta start braking so early to actually hit those turns without slamming into the wall so hard. Which slows you down even more. These other small turns, I find all of them pretty easy to do in all of my different touring cars I've used so far for this race. Because the touring cars are just kind of good at that. They're good at just the regular turning, not the drifting, but more the just kind of swerving through turns and stuff, so that's kind of on your reflexes. If your reflexes are good, you should be able to get those. These, just gotta slam the brakes as hard as you can. Yeah, this is what I was talking about, like the swerving. The touring cars are really good at that. Street race car might spin out. Okay, we're only a quarter way through this at 3 minutes, so this is probably going to take me around 12 minutes to do, and the world record for this is 8 minutes. So somebody really knows how to drive. KFC Chicken, welcome to the stream. I'm glad we're getting a lot of people chatting now because my stream crashed. So the part 1 of this stream, there was no one in chat. But now part 2, I have all you guys chatting and stuff. I can't look at chat until after we're done the race, obviously. And then yeah, after this I'm not really sure if we're going to be doing anything else, because I already did most of the summit in part 1 of my stream. Then my stream crashed. I started this one. I finished up the summit. And I did the New York race here for the new season or new episode, which was also included in the live summit, by the way, so I redid it just normally. And this is the endurance version now, which is a very long race. Pretty sure it's like 9 laps. Does it say anywhere? Does it tell you in this game like what lap you're on? I don't think it does. It says progression 42%. There's a lot of races in this game are sprint races, but it should say what lap you're on. Like Need for Speed will say like lap 2 of 3 or whatever. There we go, that was a nice little drift there. It's kind of hard to drift in these touring cars. Marco said BRB. It's the only message that I can read here while driving. BRB. Alright, so we're just over halfway and just over 6 minutes. So this is going to be, I think, just under 12 minutes. I think I can get this done in like 11 and a half minutes, but that's a pretty long race. It's a very long race. I'm guessing this is like circling all of New York in this game. Well, it seems like we're all like inside the city, but I don't know. My perception of the size of like the US in this game is a little bit, I don't know, it's a little bit like weird because you can drive from California to New York in like 30 minutes in this game, but at the same time, there's races that'll take me like 10 minutes driving in between just 2 cities in Idaho or something, so I don't know, like it just doesn't make sense. The scaling is like really weird. Like in this game, you could probably actually drive through all of New York City in like 2 minutes. But the way this race is set up, it takes you, you know, like 12 minutes just to lap it. Or to do like 10 laps on like this this race. It's all like in the middle of the city. Also, I wonder why no one is watching this race, like in the game. Like, obviously this is all set up to be like some kind of race that people would watch. Like, look how many, look how many buildings there are here that have blocked access because of the race. There should be like tons of people watching this, and you can hear like somebody talking on the speaker and everything. But occasionally we'll go by some bleachers and they're like empty. Like no one is watching this race. I think it'd be kind of cool if there was like a huge like crowd and everything. In real life, if something like this happened, if there was some kind of massive race event and they set it up through the streets of New York City, like, do you know how many people there'd be like watching it? There'd be like every inch of the fence here would have people on the other side like watching it. It'd be crazy. Oof. Alright, we're 80%, 9 minutes in. We're beating the clock a little bit. I just want to beat 12 minutes. There we go, that's kind of good. That's probably the best way to crash in this, at least for touring racing. You kind of swerve and hit the wall with the back of your car. It kind of flings your car forwards. Almost like it doesn't slow you down at all. Alright, slow down. We're going really fast there. 90%. Yeah, I think around the 11-minute mark here we'll have this done. 11-minute race. Also, when Zenith Galaxy finishes, it's gonna put me on the timer. Yeah, there we go. He's hit it. I got 30 seconds here. 30 seconds to finish. Come on. I don't actually like when the game does this. It's a little bit annoying. But it's because he has to wait. It doesn't let him go. Zenith has to wait for me to finish, so it wouldn't be fair for someone to wait like 5 minutes for someone to finish. But I'm like almost there. This is gonna cut me off and like we're gonna be at like 97%. That's pretty annoying. It should be a minute, not 30 seconds. It should give you 1 minute to finish. Alright, there we go. Quite a few followers there, 62,000. It's pretty good money for that. Wasn't that long, it was about 11 minutes. And now it's done. Okay, so I've been streaming for about 30 minutes now, plus my part 1 was around 30 minutes, so together the streams were well over an hour now. So I'm going to be ending, but I'll just finish reading chat here. I'm not really sure what Marco was saying. And then Zenith Galaxy just waved in chat. KFC Chicken says, this is the last session off the Crew 2. Motorfest is coming soon. Not sure what you mean by that, KFC. Motorfest is coming soon. Or last session. The new season of this game just started, so this is season 8, episode 1. It just started, it would have been like Wednesday last week. Wednesday morning usually. Also, you said that the car you're driving sucks. I don't think it's that bad. It's not the best at handling. I was, before this I used the Saline S7R, and before that I used the Pagani Zonda R. The Zonda was definitely the best at handling, but I feel like the Saline was faster than my Zonda. This one I'm not sure. This was probably a little bit slower than the Saline, and it was the worst at handling, but wouldn't say it was bad. This race is just pretty tough. There's a lot of crazy turns that you have to hit, and it's really hard to slow down enough. So this car just kind of doesn't have the best brakes as my Zonda or my Saline. It's probably a lot heavier too. The M6 is a pretty big car. It's got 4 seats. It's a Grand Tourer. But yeah, anyways, that's it for tonight. So hope you guys enjoyed the stream on the Crew 2. And I will see you guys all next time. Goodbye.